Hello to all of you Warp Stars, my name is the Platinum Warp Star, and welcome back to another episode of Mod Showcase. Yeah, it's been forever since we've done one of these, but I don't really have any playthroughs going on right now, so I figured, you know what, I think I'm going to do a Mod Showcase video, or maybe two, maybe three, maybe four, maybe five, I don't know how many. But anyway, today we're going to be playing the Unleashed project, so you might be wondering, Platinum, you already did, like, 8 videos on the Unleashed project. Why are you doing it again? Well, you see, I wasn't very proud of my work back then, so you know what? We're going to be doing it again, uh, for funsies and, for the heck of it. We're going to be doing a new game. So, yeah, and I'm actually a little bit salty because I am having to re-record this because my audio, I forgot to record my gameplay audio. So, and I was going to edit in the music, but I'm just like, that'd take way too long. So, you know what? We're just going to play this normally, again. Besides, these levels are fun anyway, so I don't really care about having to do them again. So, huge thanks to the mod creators. I'll leave their links in the description below. I'm also using the Sonic Unleashed character model along with, the animations and HUD. And for some reason, I like to get stuck there. So, yeah, anyway, this is the Unleashed project. This is a very popular mod for the game, and for good reason. It ports, pretty much every daytime stage from Sonic Unleashed into Sonic Generations. And it, it looks gorgeous simply because it's all running in 60 frames per second. Since we are on PC and stuff, yeah, it looks pretty fantastic, I have to say. So, yeah, it's some pretty great stuff. So, yeah, that was the tutorial stage. It's pretty easy, so basically, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be running through all these stages. So, yeah. It's kind of like a new save file whenever you do the Unleashed project. I just have to go through all the daytime stages. I will say, personally, I enjoy playing the daytime stages here as opposed to actual Sonic Unleashed. Because if I'll be honest, I'm personally not the biggest fan of Sonic Unleashed. I know some people think Sonic Unleashed is like a masterpiece and all, but I'm personally not one of those people. I don't enjoy the game that much, but I do enjoy the Sonic stages, or daytime stages, and, those are absolutely really good in terms of level design, but I think Generations has better control, so it's kind of why I prefer to just play this mod instead of, Sonic Unleashed. So, yeah, this is a Windmill Isle, Act 2. I probably should have mentioned that like 5 seconds ago, but either way, intro level for the game. It's a pretty good intro level. It's pretty well designed, in terms of boost levels. So, yeah, I don't know what else to say. I don't know, it looks pretty, all that stuff. It's the intro level, so there's not much to say. But it is quite different in terms of intro levels from other Sonic games, because, in the past we've had, like, we've had stages like Wave Ocean, Seaside Hill, and of course Green Hill, but this stage is kind of like a little village, white village, and it's pretty interesting for a first stage in a Sonic game. So yeah, that's something I will say. It's pretty neat. So yeah, that'd be fitting to equip all the Sonic Unleashed stuff, like the animations and the HUD and everything. I don't know. I thought it'd be neat to do that. So yeah, this ain't a bad intro stage. Not my favorite stage in the game, but it's a pretty fun stage to go through, especially considering it is the intro level of the game. So yeah, blast through in about like 2 minutes. Not the longest stage in the game by far, but yeah. That was Windmill Isle. all of it. And now we're going to be going to Savannah Citadel, which is the second daytime stage you play in this game. And the second world you actually go to explore. So yeah, this will be interesting. Now what's funny, I have a little bit of a history of Unleashed, so while I'm playing these stages, I guess I could explain. What's funny is that I actually played the Wii version, or Wii/PS2 version of Sonic Unleashed more than the Xbox 360 and PS3 versions. Now, you might be saying, you're a criminal. But, I don't know, I really didn't have enough money for a 360 back then, so I just played the Wii version. Didn't really realize they were that different until I'm like, until I played the demo for the Xbox 360 version, and I'm like, oh crap, this is way different. So yeah, the Wii and PS2 versions of Unleashed both have they both have their highs and lows. A lot of people think the Xbox 360 PS3 version is better. I don't know. Some things I think the Wii version did do better, but, you know, I don't know. In terms of, like, enjoyment, I think the 360 PS3 versions definitely reign supreme, in my opinion. But, yeah. So, yeah, Savannah Citadel. This isn't a bad stage by any means, but it does look really good. But, I don't know, in terms of level design, it's not the most fun in terms of level design. Because there aren't that many 3D sections, and, you know, majority of the stage is 2D, like in this last section right here where we're climbing the tree. I mean, it looks really pretty, but that's probably the most I can say about this stage. I don't hate it. It's not my least favorite, but, you know, I do think there are better stages in this game, which we will see later. So, yeah. Yeah, that was a Savannah Citadel. Beat that rather quickly. So, yeah, we're going to be moving on to the next stage. I don't think these are necessarily in order, but we're going to be moving on to Rooftop Run, which is actually in Sonic Generations, but this is the original Unleashed version of the stage, so we're going to see how this turns out. But yeah, so yeah, don't know what else to say. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below, what version of Rooftop Run do you think is better? Do you think the Unleashed version of Rooftop Run is better? Or do you think that the Generations version is better? I honestly don't know which version I prefer. If I had to pick, probably the Unleashed version. I don't know. I've kind of always liked the Unleashed version a bit more than Generations, but that's just my personal opinion. So, yeah. But yeah, dude, this stage is so pretty. And as you can see, we're running on rooftops. So it makes sense to call this stage Rooftop Run. But in case you're kind of noticing something, I guess one problem I kind of have with Sonic Unleashed is that while it is a world adventure and you're visiting like all the countries around the world, all the levels are very city-based. I don't know. That's also a problem I have with Generations as well. But that game was less excusable, or was more inexcusable because, you know, you know, they had a variety of levels to pick, and it just so happened to be 4 of them being city stages. This game, though, pretty much all the levels are city stages, because you'll be visiting the locales, you'll be visiting the villages of them. I don't know. It's not really a problem, but it's more of a thing that's like, it doesn't make the variety that great, in my opinion. I mean, they still managed to find a way to make each stage, you know, unique in their own way. Like Rooftop Run, and some other levels we'll get into, I think are fantastic. But for now, we're just going to be playing Unleashed, Rooftop Run. So yeah, yeah, this stage is actually very fun, though. It has lots of shortcuts. You know, lots of shortcuts to take and all that jazz. Multiple routes. That's kind of what makes a good Sonic stage nowadays. If it has, like, multiple routes that make them distinct and fun for replays. I don't know, always trying to find the best route. That's kind of what makes a good Sonic stage, in my opinion. And Sonic Unleashed does definitely have some great stages, if I say so myself. Well, yeah, in my opinion. But, I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of the game in general, because Werehog, ugh. I'm one of those people that really doesn't like the Werehog that much. I mean, if you do, that's perfectly cool. I don't really enjoy it that much. I don't know, it's just kind of boring in my opinion, and unsatisfying to play. If I'm gonna beat 'em up, I would want to be satisfied while beating the mess out of things, right? I don't know, I just don't feel that way in Unleashed for the Werehog stages. When I play a Sonic game, I'm gonna go fast. Plus, the Werehog stages are really, really long. So, I don't know, that's kind of why I'm not the biggest fan of Sonic Unleashed. But, you know, I do understand the hype behind it. But, yeah, I do really like the daytime stages, though, so instead of playing Sonic Unleashed, I just play this. So, yeah, that's kind of what I do in terms of Sonic Unleashed stuff nowadays. So, yeah, that was Rooftop Run. Probably one of the more iconic stages in Sonic Unleashed. So, yeah, now we're going to be moving on to what's over here. Dragon Road. So, yeah, Dragon Road. This stage is interesting. Alright, so it's time to go to Dragon Road, which is a very nice looking stage to look at, actually. We are running on along the Great Wall of China. So, or Chunan in this case. But, yeah, we're running across the Great Wall of China, great speeds, and yeah, it's a pretty great level, I have to say. Probably not one of my favorites, but still pretty great. So, yeah, and plus we get to ride along these dragon statues. Heck, yes! Who doesn't want that in a Chinese themed level? So yeah, alright. Yeah, don't really know what else to say. It is a nice looking stage. We are, as you can see, we are above the clouds, just barely. Like on top of this big mountain. I don't know, it's really cool. But, yeah. Alright, so we're gonna be jumping up here. Those platforming sections, by the way, are really hard to do in Unleashed. Because in Sonic Unleashed, Sonic doesn't have the best jumping physics, so platforming is a bit difficult, but it's a bit easier in Generations, because Generations does have, in my opinion, better control than Sonic Unleashed. Sonic Unleashed felt a little bit slippery in some areas. I don't know, Generations feels relatively tight in comparison, if you ask me. So yeah. These shortcuts, we literally get to grind on the roofs of these buildings. Dude, I don't know, this is just a really cool stage. Okay, I don't know why, but my boost button didn't register, so I didn't get on top of the second building. But, other than that, we're doing fine. So yeah, let's see here. Okay. I'm gonna use the stomp ability. Right here, there's a little shortcut we can pull off here where we slide under here. Don't have to jump on top of those springs, which would be very annoying, believe me. It's very time-consuming. Very, very time-consuming. It's not like I'm patient enough to wait for like 10 seconds to get up a platform. Gosh. But yeah. Yeah, we're just going to be platforming here. It is a little bit tricky platforming because we have these spiky rods everywhere, spiky poles, whatever you want to call them. Right here, this game likes to be fun and points the camera directly up at the sky, that way you don't see what you're falling through. I don't know why they decided to do that, honestly. But, whatever floats their boat, I guess. I don't know. Never really liked that design choice right there. think it would have been just fine if they point the camera downwards. It's not like, I don't know, pointing the camera against the player, kinda not a very good challenge if you ask me, and holy heck. Okay, so, due to limitations, and there's supposed to be a giant robot chasing you in this sequence right here. But, in Generations, there's no such thing as that robot, so instead, we have to deal with those laser enemies that, like, you know, like to be jerks. So, yeah, that's kind of what they did as replacement. You'll see a lot of that kind of stuff throughout this. You know, they have to replace what they can in order to, you know, make it, you know, possible to have certain chase scenes like that. You'll see more of that later on. But for now, time for Cool Edge. It's one of my personal favorite stages. I don't know, it's very pretty. It's just like the majority of this game's stages. But I don't know, it's just a vast, wide open place to run through. And the sun is shining everywhere. It doesn't really feel like the sun is shining. It's like a very light blue sky. It's kind of what I like about this stage. It's very light blue. And it feels like a cool edge. Okay, I'll stop making fun of this stage's name. But anyway, yeah, red ring there. I always take that shortcut. But yeah, stomp ability is very useful in this stage. And we have a sled, so this isn't actually the 5th stage in this game, but it did have to take stage number 5 in the Unleash project, because I believe this sled is a skin for the snowboard that you get in City Escape. So that's kind of why, since City Escape is stage 5 and Generations, that's kind of why Cool Edge had to be stage 5, I think, in you know, the Unleash project. I think that's how it works. I don't know. I'm not the... I don't really mod anything, so I can't really tell if that's what they had to do or not. It'd be really interesting to know, though. So, it'd be very interesting to get into level modding. I don't know. If I knew how to do level mods, I'd be very interested in making some myself. I don't really know how to make level mods, so... or, like, how to program them into the game and stuff, so... for now, I'm not really making any stage mods. So, yeah. Yeah, just the whole set piece in general for this stage is pretty cool. Like, we ran on top of a whale there. And he decided to be kind. He also slid on this whale earlier, which, gives me very gruesome images when I think about it too hard. I probably shouldn't be saying that. But still, annoying. Okay, for some reason, I feel like this stage... I remember in the PS3 version of Sonic Unleashed, I feel like this stage runs at a smoother frame rate than the others. Like, close to 60. So, what's weird about the PlayStation 3 version of Sonic Unleashed is that game runs at an unlocked frame rate. It stutters a lot, and it can be very laggy. But it's an unlocked... Unleashed on the PS3 is an unlocked frame rate. The game, I think, was supposed to be 60 frames per second, but I don't know. I guess the game's graphics were too good for the system, so they just left it in an unlocked frame rate. It's like, oh well, we'll just let the game run at 60 when it wants to. But yeah. But the PS3 version lags a lot more than the Xbox 360 version. The Xbox 360 version tries to lock itself at 30 frames per second. And it does so most of the time, but in other stages, it dips. Like, it drops all the way down to the abyss. But anyway, now we're going on to most people's least favorite stage in this game. And that is Arid Sands. And the beginning portion, I can absolutely see why. Like, seriously, who the heck thought it was a good idea to litter this much in the roads of Shamar. Like, who thought that was a good idea? There are like crates everywhere, vases. Jeez, the people of Shamar, they need to arrest this man. Whoever left all this hot garbage in the road. Plus, there are people standing everywhere, so you can easily run into them, and they act as solid objects. So yeah, they're a minor inconvenience. But yeah, you can see there are a lot of them standing around. And that's not very good, because we can run straight into them, halt our progress. Yeah. Yeah, I can see why a lot of people don't like this stage. A lot of automated, scripted sequences as well. The second half of the stage, which is what we're in now, I think is a lot better. Mainly because, you know, we're not having that many, like, unnecessary obstacles to go through. I think the level design does get gradually better throughout the stage. There is a section at the end that is pretty crap. We'll get there eventually. So this isn't that long of a stage, though. But you go fast as heck in this stage for some reason. Like, really fast. Probably automated sequences doing their job. You gotta boost very quickly, because those pillars can fall on you and halt your progress. So yeah, like, look at how fast we're going in this automated segment. I mean, it's automated, but still. You gotta remember that Forces is 99999% automation. Okay, I'll stop before I get people angry. But, yeah. The stage does look very pretty, though, I must say. Lots of grind rail segments. Yeah. Other than that one section we were in was fine. The rest of the stage, complete booty cheeks. This stage is not that good. Like, what the heck is this? Got these pillars, like, going up and down. Ah, looks really weird. Not the greatest stage. And all these pillars, like, to halt your progress, slow down the pace of the stage. This isn't the... Basically, what I'm trying to say is this isn't the greatest level in Sonic history, but it's not, like, the worst. It's just there's a lot of stuff that likes to halt your progress in this stage. That's why a lot of people don't like it that much. But either way, we were still able to blaze through like a madman. Like, seriously, I have no idea how you get S ranks on these stages. Like, I swear, Unleashed is one of the harder games to get S ranking in. Like, in each stage. I'm just not good at getting S rank in Unleashed stages. I don't know why. But either way, it's time to go to another one of my favorite stages. Skyscraper Scamper, though this mod calls it Empire City. Because I guess that's easier to say. That or they forgot the real name of the stage, which is Skyscraper Scamper. Still, I find it shocking that they made two separate versions of Unleashed. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what version of Unleashed... So like I was saying, do you guys prefer the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3 versions of Sonic Unleashed, or do you prefer the Wii and PS2 versions of Sonic Unleashed? Because I know majority of people are probably going to say the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3 versions, though I do know some people that do actually like the Wii and PS2 versions more, and I will say myself, both versions have their ups and downs. They're basically two separate games, / the same game. You know, same story and all that jazz. But yeah, I will say, Sonic Unleashed, Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, we'll call it Sonic Unleashed HD. HD version, absolutely fantastic visuals, has some great level designs, but, or at least in terms of Sonic stages, or daytime, but I do not really like how progression works in the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 versions of the game. What you have to do, you actually have to collect these hidden sun and moon medals hidden around the stage, which are basically the equivalent of red rings in Generations. and they're mandatory in order to progress through the game. So that makes it where you have to go out of your way to explore certain areas in order to progress through the game. And when I'm playing a Sonic game, when I'm trying to finish a Sonic game, I don't really want to do that. I just want to get from point A to point B. I'll save the exploration for later, and I don't know, Unleashed HD doesn't really get that for some reason, and yeah, but the levels are definitely more memorable, in my opinion, in the HD versions. However, the Wii and PS2 versions actually scrapped that idea, and you're awarded medals for each time you complete a stage, depending on how well you do on the stage. Holy heck, I almost died. But yeah, at the same time, for the Wii and PS2 versions, there are different level designs. Some are better, some are worse, I don't know. But they actually removed some levels like Empire City and Savannah Citadel, which is kind of weird. I mean, Savannah Citadel actually is there specifically for one boss fight in the Wii and PS2 version, but it's very weird, and I never talked about this stage once. Yeah, before I leave the stage, yes, one of my favorite stages in the game. Great music and all that stuff, but I don't know. But the downside is that, I don't know, the Werehog feels even more boring to me in the Wii and PS2 versions, and the multiple acts per world, so it's just a very slow game in general. So, here we are going to Jungle Joyride. So if I had to pick, maybe the Sonic Unleashed HD, maybe. Probably just because of the memorable daytime stages, I don't know. But here we are going to Jungle Joyride, and this level is another one of my favorite levels in this game. Simply one, this stage is so beautiful graphically. Like, this is one of the best looking stages in Sonic history, in my opinion. Well, maybe that's stretching it, but in terms of graphics, dude, this stage is fantastic. Like, seriously, this stage looks amazing. And, especially in the jungle areas, too. So yeah, one thing about this stage, though, since Sonic Unleashed runs at an unlocked frame rate, this stage, well, PS3 version specifically, this stage is without a doubt the laggiest stage in the game. We're actually going to see a little bit of lag here, even on the PC, because I'm recording this, so it's a little bit tough to record this part. But the frame rate in the Xbox 360 PS3 versions goes absolutely bonkers. Like, it just lags like crazy. I think even down to the 5 FPS range. 5 FPS. Yeah, it gets abysmal, like, in these sections. Like, it's easily the laggiest part of the game. But heck, it is one of the most fun parts of the game. But still, it's super laggy. It lags a little bit for me on the PC, but when I'm not recording, it is a bit more of a stable 60. I'd say it runs more about like 50 FPS in this area for me when I'm not recording. Right now I'd say it's around 25. Yeah, my computer's not that good for this area, but yeah, it's very, very graphically demanding. So yeah. But yeah, I just simply love this stage because of the music, how it looks when the game isn't lagging. And yeah. Level design is also tough, and I really do like tough stages, though there are some interesting instant death traps in the actual game, like these water geysers here will actually instantly kill you in the base game. I don't know if they kill you in this version or not, but they kill you nonetheless, or they hurt you. And since the game is laggy, that section is a little bit difficult. Alright, so we're gonna come up here. This is where the lag kind of stops. It still, like, maybe jumps in frames a little bit, but it's where it stops for the most part. But, dude, I can't hold it. This stage is so pretty. You're gonna see even more why I think this stage is so pretty. If the trap would please. Thank you. You're about to see why I think this stage is so pretty. Look at this section. Look at this. Look at how pretty this is. This is without a doubt probably the most beautiful Sonic game. Probably rivaling Sonic Forces, despite that game being a thing. Still, very beautiful. So yeah, that's pretty much why this is one of my favorite stages. It's challenging, it has awesome music, and it has amazing visuals when the game isn't lagging at like 5 frames per second. So yeah. And plus we're also scaling this big canyon in the jungle. Oh no, I just love this stage. I don't know why, but I already explained why, but it's one of my favorite stages in Unleashed for this very reason. So pretty. But yeah, we're about to end this stage though. It's probably the longest stage in the game now that I think about it. For Sonic anyway. Besides Eggman Land, that stage is its own identity. But yeah, we did it. We finished Jungle Joyride, and that is it for this episode of Mod Showcase. You can do Supersonic now in each of the stages. But yeah, that's it. I won't bore you guys with the credits too much, but yeah, I'll leave the mods I used in the description below. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this very much. Let me know what else you want to see from Mod Showcase. If you guys want to see Sonic Forces, Sonic Mania, maybe Sonic Adventure 2, something like that. Either way, let me know. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and as always, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!